Fierce ladies, welcome to the Moms in Real Estate podcast, where we unleash our unapologetic power to share the raw truth of our journeys. Brace yourself for a dose of empowerment, education, and encouragement like never before. I'm Kristen, a relentless entrepreneur obsessed with connecting and uplifting fellow boss babes. In this podcast, we're all about getting down to business, conquering motherhood, nurturing relationships, and so much more. Get ready to dive into the nitty-gritty, embrace the hustle, and unravel the secrets of success in the world of real estate. We're here to ignite your fire, equip you with the knowledge, and unleash your limitless potential. Tune in as we redefine what it means to be a true boss babe. On Moms in Real Estate today, I am bringing to you Lindsay Whitt. I've had the pleasure of working with Lindsay since she was a brand new agent, and I'm so excited to interview her because she's just so fun, and she's a Phoenix Metro market nerd. She empowers her clients to make data-driven power moves, which I feel like we don't talk a lot about. So she's going to take you through her journey of being in real estate, being on a team, and much more. So let's dive in. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Kristen.
I'm so happy to have you in here because I've literally seen you grow from a baby real estate agent into what you are today. And just to be able to talk about that with the Moms in Real Estate community, I'm been excited all week for this.
Thank you so much for having me. I am really honored to be here. And yes, you did grow me from baby agent to adult agent.
I didn't grow you. There's a lot of people that have had their hands in helping you grow, and it's just been so fun. So why don't you take us on a journey and tell us, why did you even get into real estate?
Sure. I started out as an elementary ESL teacher, and back in those days, I loved real estate. I just spent a lot of time on Zillow, that kind of thing. But then I moved to Arizona back in 2017 and got pregnant 6 weeks after I landed here, decided not to continue teaching. I turned down a job opportunity and stayed home for a couple of years with my babies. And then I had a baby 3 weeks before the world shut down for COVID. And so that was end of February 2020. At that time, I just had a new baby. I had a toddler. I'd been here for a few years, but because I was in mom mode, it's kind of like that black hole of motherhood.
Yeah.
I didn't have a huge network of friends, and even the family that we had here, at the time it was babies under 12 months were highly susceptible. Nobody really knew what was going on at the time.
I couldn't imagine having a newborn at that time. I would have been.
It was really tough. And I know there's other moms who had to do other crazy things during that time too. Yeah. But about a year into that, I was just really depressed. Yeah. I was in this dark place. I felt super isolated, as I know a lot of moms feel in early motherhood, but I just needed something that was for me. That was my own project. That was something I could pour energy into and feel like I was getting something back. Yeah. And so I decided to get my real estate license, and I did it all online. I don't even know if there were in-person classes at the time.
There wasn't.
But I couldn't even do live stream classes during the day because I was providing childcare for my kids. So I did it all online between 9 and midnight. Most every night.
9 p.m.
9 p.m. to midnight.
Oh, after mothering all day?
After mothering all day, cleaning up the dishes, cleaning the house, the whole thing. Yeah, that was my time to study. Yeah. And it was really hard, but it ended up working out. I passed my exam the first go around, and my first deal was my own home that I live in now, which was a crazy time in 2021, if you remember. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there were 15 other offers.
Crazy.
And we were $115,000 over ask price.
So
we had to waive everything. Yeah, that was a crazy first.
Are you happy with your home though?
I love my home.
That's good.
Yeah, I love my home. We are way up. We have a ton of equity. Yeah, I mean, and we have an amazing interest rate. We'll never sell that house.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it all worked out, and now just 2 days ago, I just renewed my license for the second time. So in Arizona, it's every 2 years. Yeah, so I'm officially 4 years in.
You've made it over the 3-year hump.
I made it over the 3-year hump. Yeah, I'm really, really proud of that.
That's when you know, okay, I've got this. And I feel like that's when, everyone feels like they can breathe and, they start to get referrals. And it's not this, it's still a grind. It's always a grind, but it's not the same grind, right?
Totally, yeah.
You feel that?
I absolutely feel that. I feel like there was a lot of grinding the first couple years, and now business is flowing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm able to take my foot off the gas a little bit if I want to, or I can still push the pedal to the metal if I want. But where I'm at in my business and my life right now, I'm looking more for balance than I am for just being that, number one top producing real estate agent.
I think most of our audience feels like that. It's not about the being number one. It's more about like, how can I build a business that allows me to flow within my motherhood, my wife, being a mom, being a wife, having a business, because it's freaking hard. We say a lot on this podcast, like balance is bullshit because, but I like saying flow. Like I actually talk about this with my therapist, because balance is bullshit, but yet you flow into like different, I don't know, what do you call them? Like parts of your life.
Yeah, seasons. Yeah, I like to say balancing, because even if you do hit that 1 second of balance, any one little detail can throw you out of balance again. So I'm always balancing, like always kind of pursuing balancing. But
oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's how I like to think about it.
So tell us, like, you've been on a team, you've been on your own, you've been in organizations, you've had a lot of different, when I said like you've had a lot of hands in, because we have a pretty great hands-in group that we work with. So tell us a little bit about like how it was being on a team, how it was going off of a team and being solo. I know what a challenge that is, and just talk us through some of those things.
Yeah, I told you my first deal. I got that deal under contract within. It was less than 2 weeks of actually getting my license. So that was crazy. But then after that, I went like, I don't know, 6 months maybe without another deal. And I was like, okay, I'm out there every day. I'm doing the things I think I need to do, but it's just not taking off.
Yeah.
So I need training.
Yeah.
Like I need to be in a classroom, somebody teaching me the basics. And so I joined a team, had an amazing experience on that team. I think I was on it for about 2 years.
Yeah.
And it just, everything started popping off. I don't know if it was a coincidence of timing or the stars aligned, but right when I joined the team, I had a bunch of deals. I quickly did my deals where I was mentored, with holding my hand.
Yeah.
And just learned a ton. Learned all the basics, all the fundamentals, I feel like.
And you're somebody that like, you need that. I know you. Like you're like, I need the information before I go out into the world.
Totally. There's a saying that, how are you going to learn to swim? Are you just going to jump in the pool, or are you going to read 5 books about it?
You're going to read 5 books.
I'm going to read 5 books about it before I jump in.
Pool.
Yeah. Yeah. Because my whole thing is I love to be like data driven. I'm like, I have a hard time making decisions. And so when I have information, I feel like I can make an informed decision, and that just makes me feel so much more confident. So yeah, I am like a total researcher, consumer reports nerd, market nerd. Like every piece of data that I can input just makes me feel so much more confident moving through the world.
Which is good. And that's the thing, like everyone's built so different. So you just have to figure it out. So then you felt like you got that.
Yeah, I felt like all the deals that were coming to me were from my own prospecting. I wasn't doing any team deals. I wasn't doing any purchased leads, anything like that. So I felt like I was fairly sustainable in my business flowing to me. And I had accrued this network of people that really was invaluable to me. Like I had my photographer, I had my title rep.
I think sometimes it's like you're ready, but you're nervous. And I think that when you're getting your own deals and like you've gotten the education and everything and you're ready to try it on your own, like go for it.
Since leaving the team, I've had to make a concerted effort to still plug into the network that we have. I said to you, I was like, I really want this mastermind. And then I don't know if it was because I asked for it or just because it was already.
It was. I do remember we started that because it was something you asked for.
I was
Ask
like,
and
I want
shall
this.
receive.
That's the truth. That's why you're my secret weapon. Because I was like, if I'm not going to be meeting with a group of people, I need to put myself out there. And I believe very much in who you surround yourself with matters. And I want to be like that that ship that's lifted up by the tide, you know?
Yeah.
So if I was going to leave that consistency of a weekly team meeting, I had to I had to have opportunities, know to show up for them, and then show up for them. So,
For sure.
that's been key for me, I feel like. And then increasing my networking just with other agents, because it's so easy and fun and comfortable to be on a team and have your people that feel good and just kind of be myopic about like, this is what I'm doing here. I don't need to look outside of that group.
Yeah.
And that might be true to some extent, but I wanted other people in the industry to know my name.
Yes.
So that when I'm making offers on their listings and they're making offers on mine, we at least have some kind of relationship. Because
they see your name and they're like, oh, yes, Lindsay, like I want to work with her on this deal. Yeah.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
so important. So many people don't like put effort into it, and it always like amazes me.
It's hard. And it's even harder, I think, when you're building your own brand.
Yeah.
But that's the nice thing about joining a team is having another brand to lean on while you get your feet under you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so you do feel like being on a team and leaning on the brand. I mean, you had an amazing team leader who is like education, like heavy education.
Yes.
And having that to lean on for 2 years, like you feel like that helped you, especially probably with your confidence and how you
100%. I would say beginners belong on teams. 100%. I would tell any new agent, get yourself on a team or get yourself a mentor.
Yeah.
And you're paying that person to give you the education you need, because you don't.
It's worth it.
It's necessary.
Every penny,
you don't know what to do.
Totally.
You don't know what to do after you get your real estate
There's
license.
nothing like when I used to interview new agents outside of real estate school, and they were so focused on the commission splits. Like, yes, that's important, but I was always like, listen, you've got to look, and people come to me still to this day about like teams and, oh my gosh, they charge this much. I'm like, you've got to ask yourself, if I'm paying that, is the value there, and is it going to get me to where I want to go faster? Because if you're on your own and you're not doing anything, like you need help. And these team leaders put so much time, so much effort, so much money. And like to be able to like plug into something like that is so valuable.
Absolutely. It's necessary.
Yeah.
And the team leaders are so selfless out there doing that. Yeah, I would say any new agent needs to make sure that they are connected to somebody who's going to hold their hand in the beginning.
And then when you get off of a team, like when that day comes, like Lindsay did, like find something to plug into to where you're still around other people that are doing business in the industry. They can hold you accountable, that can challenge you, that you can pour into. I mean, having those rooms is so important.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that I was really ready to leave the team because I had the pillars of my business established and I was able to be consistent in those pillars. And so I didn't just leave the team and it was like a free fall. It was like, I've got this whole system in place and now I just need to keep showing up in the way that I designed, the way that I said I was going to show up.
So one book I know you read when you were early on as an agent, just knowing the team you were on, was Ninja Selling. And I'm pretty sure that was like a really big influential book for you in your career, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah. My team lead, Erin Etheridge, gave me that book. Thank you, Erin.
Yes.
And that is my Bible.
Yes.
That's the book I have read and listened to more than any other book ever published.
Really?
I listen to it, the audiobook, when I'm on my way to a listing appointment. Yeah. I'm listening to the listing strategy.
I love that.
At any time. I listen to it constantly because it just gets me in the right mindset. And I feel like every time I reread it, from cover to cover, I get something new out of it. So that's my number one read especially for new agents, but I think even for experienced agents,
I agree.
There's still nuggets to get out of it every time.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Barbara with your tax coach, and we love helping entrepreneurs save money on their taxes. Here's a quick tax tip. Improvements to your property, whether it's your personal residence or an investment property, helps increase what's called your basis, and it will help you pay less in taxes when you sell the property. So don't forget to always improve your properties. For more info, follow us on Instagram at Your Tax Coach or go to our website, yourtaxcoach.com.
So you're at Real Broker. What is something that you love about Real?
Wow. Well, I mostly love, I don't know what I mostly love. I love Sharon.
Me too.
I love our leadership. I love work hard, be kind. That's such a great motto, and that really resonates with me. I love the hello culture, which fortunately for me is through Real Broker. But I was here for Connect and Cultivate in the EXP days too. So that's a huge plus for me. Not specific to Real Broker, but and I do love the app. I love that I can do it on my laptop or on my phone. The technology piece does matter. It's just easy and nice. And
as a numbers person, are you loving, like, I don't know if you've used the Real Wallet yet.
I haven't used the Real Wallet.
Okay, then we won't dive into it, but I was like, you probably love it because you can like move your money around and stuff. But okay, so I know on this podcast, I wanted to talk to you about like some of the early on prospecting methods that you did that you felt were like really fun when you were, okay, remember she moved here. She didn't have a big community. And so as an agent, you have to ask yourself, how am I getting out there and meeting people? And I feel like you did it in a fun, unique way. So why don't you tell everyone about that?
Yeah. So, we know my first deal was my house that I live in now. I've been in there for about 4 years. And so I was kind of I was brand new to real estate, and I needed a project. I didn't know what to do, like where to concentrate my efforts. So I decided that I would start doing a food truck event in my neighborhood. And so the first year I did it every week, every Thursday. And I looked for food trucks on Instagram, and I would DM them and be like, hey, I put up this poll in my neighborhood Facebook group, like there's this many houses in the neighborhood. They're big houses with like 4 to 6 bedrooms. So there's like a lot of families. We have this central park in our neighborhood, and it kind of draws everybody in.
It's a good park.
Yeah, it's a great park. And I was like, this many people responded that they would be interested. So like, I can't pay you. I can't guarantee a minimum dollar amount, but would you want to come take a chance on us? And that just started to snowball into this weekly event. And I did that for, it's hot in Arizona, so we can't do that during the summer. But I would say that was like I started in the fall. So it was fall, winter, spring for a couple years. First year was every week. The second year I did it every other week. And then the next season I did it was just once a month. And now I don't do it at all. Not because I'm not interested. I actually totally want to do another event, but my business has grown.
Yeah.
And I have so much on my plate, and something had to give.
Yeah.
And I think actually one of the best things that I got from that experience was my group of neighbor friends.
Yeah.
If you know me, you've heard me talk about my neighbor friends. I love my friends. There's probably like 9 or 10 families in my neighborhood.
That's so cool.
Like all the moms and dads are so cool. We all have kids that are within the same kind of age ranges, and we're super tight. Like we do our own little supper club gathering once a month, and we go out for birthdays, and like, it's just, I got the community that I was looking for. I have friends.
That's so great.
It's so great because it's that network, non-professional network that I just really didn't have out here. And I got it through, trying to provide value to the neighborhood and meet people. And I've had a little bit of business come from it, not a ton though. And so that's another reason why I'm like, all right, I don't need to keep pursuing this as a pillar of my business.
Yeah.
But it was perfect for just jump starting. Like, I need to do something to meet people and to have them know my face and know my name.
Yeah, for sure. Do you still do much in your neighborhood, like as far as farming goes?
I don't do farming. It's on my to-do list.
Okay.
But kind of how I approach my business right now is I've got my pillars that are like my things that I can show up for consistently. And so farming is... I've dabbled, but I wouldn't say it's a pillar because I haven't been showing up consistently. I have a lot of good ideas, and if ever I have room on my plate for another thing, that's on there.
That's the one.
Yeah, I really want to do a original owner campaign because I have 307 homes in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's about 20-ish years old, and so those original owners that purchased back in 2002 to 2004. They're empty nesters now.
Yeah.
And they're living in 6-bedroom, $1 million+ homes that they bought for $200,000. So like at some point that just becomes unsustainable. You
Yeah.
know, they're probably going to want to downsize. Maybe once interest rates get a little better. But I feel like those are the people that are just very likely to sell. You know,
Yeah.
just the air conditioning, like bills for a house like that. If you have only one or two people living in a giant, huge house, at some point those people are going to want to move. So that's my original owner campaign. That's my next thing.
What's your big thing right now? Like, what's your biggest pillar?
Yeah, I think, no, my biggest one is, I think my 3 pillars are social media, which I actually think there's like a 2-parter to social media. So for me, I'm on like phase 1, part 1, where I think I'm doing like the bare minimum, which is just posting 4 to 5 times a week. And I get a lot of compliments on my social media. Thank you, Be Real. I don't like being on camera and, you know, taking like selfies and stuff. That doesn't come very naturally to me. So I
don't think it comes naturally to anyone.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's some people who love it. They're like, look at me on this beautiful home tour. And I'm like, girl, if that is your thing, go get it. Like, go be consistent and do that.
Yeah.
That's not my jam.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather be like sorting through data and making reports. But so I hire mine out and I get like the 4 to 5 posts per week that I do. I do stories, but that's like level 1. Once I can take on more, I'll go into like the content creation.
Yeah.
And like actually having people DMing me through social media being like, oh, I found you through this hashtag and I want to work with you. I have only had 1 deal come to me through social media. Yeah. But I have all my deals, 100% of my deals come through my sphere or through referrals. Okay. So it's impossible to know how, you know, the showing up consistently through the posts is keeping me top of mind.
It is, yeah.
Keeping the clients that I already have and just don't know I have.
Yeah.
So I'd say social media, bare minimum social media is 1. Thanks to you and Flowdesk and teaching me Flowdesk, I think email marketing has actually been pretty good for me.
That's great.
Probably been doing that for like a year and a half, maybe. I don't know when we all started that. Yeah. And that's been really good because I feel like nobody reads them, but then I go and look at my stats and I have a very high, like 90+% open rate.
That's so good.
I get people.
This is because you love to share information.
I know, right? It's a good medium for me.
Yeah.
I get people that respond to them, like will respond to the email, or I get people that text me after.
Oh, that's great.
And they say, oh my gosh, I just loved your whatever you wrote. It was great. And then that starts that conversation of like, how are you doing? And, you know, that's that communication that starts through the email. And in that, I try to do kind of 3 sections. The first is something that's like a personal piece of content. I'm a little weird about sharing all of my personal life on social media, like posting pictures of my kids and stuff is just, I have a weird vibe about it. Yeah. Because my account is open for anybody to see. Yeah. But my email list, I know who every single person on that list is. Yeah. And so it's a lot easier for me to open up about my family and my kids and my trips that I took to Mexico or whatever it is because I know there's no creepers in my email. And then I do something about the market. And then the third section is like a wild card. I like to sometimes highlight a local business or talk about whatever's just a bee in my bonnet at the time. And then let's see, social media, email marketing. I guess my third one probably comes directly from Ninja Selling, and that's the real estate review. Yeah. Are you familiar with that?
I am.
Yeah. So that's, again, trying to keep my past clients. There's a statistic, I think it's like 12% of people actually reuse their realtor that they used last time. And so I, you know, I don't spend any money to purchase leads, but I think of spending those marketing dollars to keep my previous business. I already found those people that I know, like, and trust. Yep. I know that they're awesome to work with. And so I'm trying to keep their business for the next time and keep their referrals. So I do annual real estate reviews. I made my own report that I created for them. I pull a lot of Cromford data for that. And I also give like a home anniversary gift. And I do gifts based on like the wedding anniversary themes. Okay. You know, so like year 1 is paper.
Oh, cute.
gave one. Year 3 was leather. What's year 2? Cotton.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, so it's just like this cute little twist on that traditional like anniversary gift. So we'll see how long we get to do that. But those are my 3 that I show up for consistently.
Yeah.
So I'd say those are my pillars, and then anything beyond that is just dabbling here and there.
Yeah.
You know, like I did open houses for years, but I don't do them anymore because I don't do them consistently. That's not a pillar. Not to say that I wouldn't. I would. I'm going to do some this weekend for my listing coming up, but they're not.
They're not something you're doing every weekend.
No, they're not. So they're not my pillar.
Yeah.
They're just like added in here and there when it makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I think for the original owner campaign, the marketing in my neighborhood, the farming, that'll be, I want to do that when I can really make that a pillar and show up consistently. Because it's, especially with farming, there's no point if you can't be consistent. With everything, there's not a ton of a point if you can't be consistent in it.
Well, especially with farming, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, this has been so much fun having you on, and we end this podcast with a fun question that you have no idea what it is. Oh. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. If you had to go in business with a celebrity and or influencer, who would it be and why?
That would be Warren Buffett.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't gotten that one.
I'm a big Warren Buffett girly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He totally like embodies a lot of the values that I try to stay true to when it comes to investing. He's got a ton of awesome quotes, you know.
He really does.
Yeah. And he's brilliant and he's a winner. He's like built his whole business off of being a nerdy researcher and mitigating risk by knowing what he's doing and what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to
go in business with him too. So I like that answer.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
I feel like there's only like 1 or 2 answers. I'm like, I don't think I agree with that one, but that was a good one.
Yeah. Big Warren Buffett girly for sure.
Like it. Well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Hi, it's Kim
and Whitney
from Real Social Agent, and we love helping real estate professionals create social media content that helps them grow their business.
If you're a real estate professional looking to save time and create more effective content, we're about to make your life so much better.
You're amazing at what you do, and we're here to make sure everyone else knows that. From social media coaching to custom content creation, our job is to make you shine.
Follow us on Instagram at Real Social Agent or download our free Reels 101 library at the link in the show notes.
Thanks, friend, for listening to the podcast. We love having you in our community. If you enjoyed our podcast, please leave us a review or share it with a friend. Also, we'd love to connect with you on Instagram. Go follow us at Moms in Real Estate.